In the women's bantamweight division at UFC Paris, you got Dariya Zhelezniakova taking on Ailin Perez. Now, you probably haven't heard of Dariya before making her UFC debut. She's 9-1, Perez 10-2. Dariya, 4 inches taller at 5'9". She's 28, Perez 29. Both fighters right in the prime. Dariya's got a 2-inch reach advantage. She stands right-handed. Perez has an advantage where she can switch stances. Does she want to go opposite or match up righty on righty? So that's always an advantage. Dariya, 3.8 significant strikes per minute to 2.9 for Perez. And Perez lands almost 2 takedowns per round. So that's something to keep an eye on in this fight. Now, as we dig a little bit deeper into Dariya Zhelezniakova, and it's hard to find information on her. Here we go. So, currently on a 2-fight win streak, right? In her 9 wins, she's got 5 KOs, 4 decisions. So no submission. So she doesn't want to take this fight to the ground. And it does look like she has had a UFC fight against Montserrat Rendon back in March of 2024. That was actually a win. So I was wrong on the debut. For that, she won via KO back in April of 2023. So not very active really as of late, although she did have a fight again in March. She lost to Melissa Mullins back at Ares FC, where she fought 2 times in a row before fighting Rendon at UFC Fight Night. So a little information on her, but not as much as you'd like. Now, Perez, 75% takedown defense. She's looked good over the last 3, winning all 3 against Ashley Evans Smith, and all were by decision. Lucy Pudilova and Jocelyn Edwards. So, you do have an interesting fight here. Both fighters stout, very capable of winning. Both fighters used to going the distance if necessary, and therefore this should be an interesting fight. But here's the deal: is I think Ailin Perez has an advantage because of the fact she's a switch stance fighter, and she can certainly take the fight to the ground. She's going to be very aggressive with the takedowns and try to control this fight, and that leads me to believe that she'll get the win. I don't think Dariya will be ready to defend the takedowns in this one, right? She just needs more experience in a UFC setting. So I look for Ailin Perez to win this thing, maybe even get the submission to move to 11-2. That's my opinion. Women's bantamweight division, UFC Paris.